right. Well, everybody, welcome to a live taping of Bridges and Beaches. We are here in my home in Orange County, California. Obviously, we have Dorielle over here, but we also have a special guest, Cambria.
Are you sick of me yet?
I don't think we're there yet, but
give us a minute.
Day is young.
Okay,
I do want to
okay.
correct one thing. All of our recordings are live recordings, but this is an in-person.
This is in-person live recording,
Okay.
live taping with a studio audience of 3 cameras.
That's very exciting. 3, 1.
Yeah,
2,
well, there's a
3.
4th one over there, But
3 mics, 6 mics.
Gotta have that. So, yeah, everybody, welcome to the show. So we're just going to kind of talk today and hang out. Cambria, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, I wasn't prepared to do this. Hi, my name's Cambria.
Do you know yourself enough to talk about?
Certainly.
Okay, so-
Certainly. What kinds of
She's very in tune with herself.
Very in tune.
What information is appropriate to share?
How would you?
This is a
present
fun and
yourself?
entertaining one. You can
I
say...
know.
We could talk about all the stuff. if you
Great.
want.
Okay. Hi, my name's Cambria. I grew up in Utah County, Utah.
There we
Lived
go.
in Phoenix for the past 8 years and somehow found myself back living in Salt Lake City. Never thought I would return, but there I am.
Can't get away from Utah.
Something about the mountains, I don't know.
So the mountains are cool.
They're so beautiful. I have a gorgeous panoramic view of like the mountain range out my kitchen window right now. So
That's pretty cool.
Hard to beat.
Pretty cool.
I really enjoy things that require or don't require not sitting down.
Okay.
Don't require not
Reading,
to double negatives.
I
there.
really
could
like.
not
I
try.
really
I'm trying to
like.
sort through it. But I think
I don't
she's,
know, man.
she's gonna
I
take us
wasn't
on a
expecting
journey.
to talk
But you
about
like,
myself
don't you
today.
like climbing?
Yeah, I
Like-
climb. I go outside. I do outside things, but I really enjoy reading.
Would you say it's a requirement of being a Salt Lake City resident to
No.
be an outdoor person? Because
No,
I know Denver
actually-
people say you have to.
Yeah, you have to. You got to be super crunchy to live in Denver. You
Yeah,
gotta wear sandals
actually,
and
like
all
this-
That's the only reason I never visited there because I like sitting.
You can drive
home.
through Denver. You can
There's
just
like,
land and
have
go.
you guys ever heard about like the Denver like fancy dress code, like Denver black tie versus like actual?
No,
black tie?
do take us on this adventure though.
It's so funny. I've only been to a couple of events in Denver that were like required like fancy dress, quote unquote, and it's like Blundstones or cowboy boots, jeans, and a button down.
Can you wear bolo ties?
Yeah.
It sounds like where I come from, which we all know, when like what here would be considered as business casual, like a button-down shirt and like jeans. That's
Yeah.
like how you dress up for like weddings. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
that's it.
Is it because it's so hot there?
It's hot, and also the culture is very,
Yeah.
very, very casual.
Yeah. Huh.
Like you would go if you're an engineer and you go to a job interview in Tel Aviv, you would come with shorts and flip flops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like how we do it. It's like
Wow. I don't even wear shorts to the office, which is weird because I was looking around. There's a couple people at the office yesterday when I was in there that were wearing shorts. But I guess like that's just where I've drawn the line.
Yeah. It's a personal
I did
choice.
once in the U.S. office, and I was like, you know what? It did not
Especially in
feel-
New York.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does not feel
Like
great.
West, like that's one thing that's super crazy, especially when I come like to visit you guys in New York and stuff. The New York regular standard dress code is significantly different than West Coast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like there are a lot
That's
of people
so
wear suits. A
true.
lot of people wear tucked in shirts, like the tight tucked in with the brown
When
belt.
you
and,
walk
like, the gray
outside, people
pants.
are like fully dressed.
Yeah.
and that's like, and then even if it's like activewear, like people would wear like the most fancy Lulus. and,
they
like,
are
you know,
still
there's,
fitted
like,
out.
Yeah. And like they
Lulus.
blow dry the hair, like full makeup. Like it's when you go outside. It's
listen.
really, it's
One
really
of
funny.
my flex is that when I'm in New York City, I get asked for directions.
So you look like a local.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but
Yeah,
okay.
actually, it's weird because it's people with fanny packs asking her for directions and like 8 other kids in
Yeah.
tow. So they
Maybe-
just assume.
I look
Maybe
like
they
I
can
belong.
assume-
Yeah, they can see the Mormonic his story there. Yeah, so maybe we can ask her. She'll help us. I get asked a lot in New York for direction, but honestly, I think New York has so many people.
Do you ever just give people
You
wrong
live
directions just to
there.
get them out of
No,
your
I
face?
live there, yes, but I live there. But it's just like I think people when you're lost in New York, you just grab the first person you meet. It's like, can you help me get there? And like, yeah. So.
Do you ever just give people bad directions just to get them out of your face?
I used to do it as a joke when I was younger.
Like go
But
like
then-
2 streets up, turn right.
No, it's
you
like
can't
whatever.
miss it.
Someone,
Can't
yeah,
miss it.
someone asks you something. Oh, just right direction. Just go there, take a left. But then as I grew older, I'm like, I really, messed up with this person's like whatever next
Watch you
15
see him
minutes.
again.
Yeah. But I don't. Doesn't mean I can kill people
So-
because I never see them again.
I just don't ask people for directions.
Yeah. Well,
Me
you have,
either.
yeah. So
Like,
there was one
Yeah,
time,
right?
One time where I was tempted to do something like, and I think I even saw a comedian talk about it. Said like, "Oh, you want direction? All right, go. You go a little bit there, then you stop, then you open your phone. There's like maps,
Yeah.
and you figure it out." That's,
I will say, like, iPhone GPS mapping in downtown LA when you get in the buildings,
Bad.
it sucks. Like,
Yeah.
does it do that in New York too? Or they figure that out?
I actually prefer Apple Maps in New York but you're getting to the.
I always feel that Apple Maps is
Google Maps
30
is
seconds behind wherever I'm actually at. So I've walked like half a block before, and it's like, no, you guys turn back there, bro. I'm like, what?
So you're just making me feel worse for having an iPhone.
I use the Google Maps. There's
Google
certain
Maps
Google
is
things that I do.
the best, I think, the best like navigation app there is. If you're walking, and then in New York, it always gives you like the route for bikes and where you can go rent bikes, and if you want to take a car, and then
I would be terrified to ride a bike in New York.
This is the easiest thing you can think of. Almost everywhere has bike lanes. It's very, very safe. It's really cool. I used to, when I took guitar, it was in city and I live in Brooklyn.
Did you strap your guitar on your back? And
I just put my guitar on my back, get on an e-bike, and you go on the Manhattan Bridge, and it was like an epic experience. Just do it like once a week. It was really, really fun.
Everything I learned about you is so cool.
But again, it's like I understand why it's frightening, but those bike lanes
I
everywhere.
would never ride a bike.
I never like here.
Wow,
Here you're gonna
west.
get
No,
murdered.
Yeah,
immediately.
no, yeah. The further west
We don't need
you are.
bike lane. That's another car lane.
Yeah.
Oh, in New York too, to be honest, but all lanes are all lanes, and like pedestrians are the most.
So I always had this vision because I had not spent any significant amount of time in New York until probably the last couple of years, and I always had this vision in my head that nobody owned cars at all in New York, and it was just the only cars in the street were taxis.
Some
and
areas,
delivery drivers. You know?
Some areas, like in Midtown, that's what you'd see. Yeah.
When I go now, because I Uber places, everybody's got a car, and it is just fucking gridlock there. Like that's the most frustrating thing is like it'll tell you like 15-minute transit time in your Uber, like it's going to take 15 minutes.
Just
but
walk.
that's just for one light because
Just
everybody's
walk.
jamming themselves in there. Yeah, I didn't want to walk across the bridge though because it was like a long, and I had, it was when I had
Take the subway.
if only half of New York residents own a car, that's like 5 million cars.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's like
Yeah.
insane.
I don't think like I would. I think because like I've like when I rode the train with you and everything, it goes.
The train is
goes everywhere I
very
really
easy.
want it to go.
The train is easy. It can be sometimes a gnarly experience because it's like the subway, but I use subway all the time with my daughter. Like it's fine. Sure, you see stuff, but
You just
like,
got to be
you're
crazier
other-
than the crazy on there.
Well,
So if someone
yes,
whips it out, you
but-
whip it out too, and just
Yeah,
get
yeah.
after it. It's more.
But sometimes
Aggressively.
they would whip out a gun when that's something.
When you're whipping out your gun,
Yeah, well,
I got a bazooka here.
I
I see your 9mm. How about this?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I don't know. I don't care for it. I know a lot of people avoid the subway like religiously.
They're wrong.
I think it's pretty cool. It's the easiest way to get from
Yeah.
places.
I've like even when I first went, like my first, I was was it Steve that was with me? I think it was Steve. No, it was Corey from I used to work with at Ticketmaster, and. So we flew from
an experience.
separate places. He flew from Vegas and I flew from LA, and we landed at the same time. And then we just figured, like, we just put it in a phone. And I took like the train from from JFK to
from
what,
JFK
Jamaica
the train,
Jamaica
yeah.
Station
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and then transferred. Now this was before you had to buy the Metro card, that white card.
Oh, now you can have the
yeah.
Omni
Now
thing
it's all
for
because so I had to buy that, and then I got to Jamaica Station, then I had to buy another card for that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and that was super annoying. But like. We were just on the train, and I'm like, my phone says this is where we're going, or we're supposed to be. Like,
That's
I would
ideal,
take the
yeah.
train because I take the train in LA regularly, and like it's not that different at the end of the day.
Honestly, New York is probably the easiest cities to find your way around. It's most of it is a grid, so it's like you look at the number,
I
you
was
know
gonna
exactly where
say
you're at.
like usually when I'm navigating, I don't even really use the map. Whatever app I'm using, it's mostly just be like, oh, I need to go right 2 blocks down, left 3 after that.
How's public transportation in Salt Lake City?
It's okay.
There's, like,
a lot of buses, right?
Yeah, there's a decent.
Is there a subway?
No, there's like a decent like bus system. There, the closer you get to Salt Lake, there's like a light rail. We call it the tracks.
The trash
That goes through like the majority of the Salt Lake Valley. There's more of it as you get closer to the city center, right? And then there is a high-ish speed train that runs like from Ogden, which is like an hour north of Salt Lake, to Provo.
Just moving Mormons. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like not super reliable. It's not as consistent as other big cities. It's kind of more like a Denver or like a Phoenix in terms of public transit. Like it exists, but it's
Do a lot of people use it?
Yeah.
Growing up in Salt Lake, I'm sure you've had things that were like super weird, like culturally, but then you moved out for a couple of years, and now
Yeah.
coming back, they're even more weird when you think about it. What are some of these?
The liquor laws, which aren't super unique relative to like other places. Like there's a couple of states, I think in like the Midwest, that have really weird, bizarre liquor laws as well. But getting accustomed to not having to worry about like not being able to grab a bottle of wine at the grocery store. if
Yeah.
you're
Can you buy it
prepping.
in grocery stores there?
No.
Okay.
You can get beer in the grocery store. Actually, a really interesting thing about the beer is they've only been able to sell beer, if I'm remembering correctly, on Sundays in my lifetime at gas stations and things. And it was only within the
is
last
weird.
5-10 years that they lifted the law.
Oh, they
that-
did relax that.
So wait, so you can buy beer.
Now you can buy beer on
grocery
Sundays
stores.
at the grocery store.
On Sundays alone.
Every day,
You have
including
to-
Sundays.
Not
on
women.
Sundays, like
Women
I
have
have
to have
memories.
their husbands to buy the
Right,
beer.
yes. But I have memories of like
Wait, is that for
going
real?
into a gas station on the weekends or something and there being like a tarp
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I made that up. I'm pretty sure it was real. Anyway, one of the other interesting laws was that they required all beer that was sold in not a liquor store
To be
So-
lower ABV, right?
Yeah, so 3.2 or lower.
Oh,
and
so
I
it's
think
like
it
non-beer,
was
basically.
Yeah,
It's like
so one of
water,
the big
spiced water,
like
yeah.
beer production companies, I don't remember which one, like sued the state of Utah because it was so inefficient and like unprofitable
Yeah.
basically for them to be making separate brews of all of their beer just
With
for
lower
Utah.
ABV.
So is that fixed now?
That
So
was
there's
within.
so there are liquor stores where you can buy everything you
Yeah,
want.
but they are state owned and they do close on the weekends.
Oh,
and
it's like
really
in Canada.
annoying.
You know, Canada
Yeah.
distributes its own booze.
Yeah.
Like you can't buy liquor anywhere.
So
It's not, like,
even in the
government
U.S., do you know like there's like really crazy like you can't buy like I can't call Buffalo Trace Distillery for my bar and buy from them. You are required to buy through a distributor in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
There's a required middleman for commercial sales.
That is really interesting.
Yeah, it's like a holdover from. There was not prohibition. Maybe it is coming out of prohibition.
I'm guessing
times.
it's all coming out of prohibition.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to like buy commercially direct. So it's super weird. But did I ever tell you about? I told you about my Salt Lake story, right? We should tell it.
Yeah, tell it again.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I had a big night in Salt Lake City in 2013. I was on my way to Yellowstone National Park. I was driving solo. I was going to meet my parents there. Yeah. And I just broken up with the girl I'd been seeing for a few months at the time. So I was just like, she was supposed to come on the trip, so I was like solo flying, you
okay,
know.
yeah.
So I drove all the way from here, from LA to Salt Lake, and I posted up at the Motel 6 in downtown Salt Lake City because I didn't know the area.
That's the luxury experience
Yeah,
you'd
bro.
want.
And it was one of the remodeled ones where they basically put a cot in instead of a bed.
Yeah.
They switched them out. I was frustrated. But so I walked over. There was this bar called Legends, and it was down there. Have you been there? You know, you're familiar with Legends? It was right by the hotel. So I walked over to Legends, and I ordered because I was in my 20s.
Okay.
So I ordered my shot.
So
and
what's Legends for the uneducated
it's like
audience?
it's like a kind of like a Hooters but without the tits. It's like neon signs,
Okay.
wooden
Right.
sides, and some games around. Yeah. Wasn't great, but so for the people, we will.
Okay,
I'll
that's
try and throw
not
some
good.
Legends photos up when I'm
It's
editing.
like Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. I think.
So I was 29 at the time, and so I was sitting there. So I order my shot. He puts 2 glasses on the table. I'm like, "What's this?" You know, and then he pours a little halfie in each, and he's like, "It's the law. I can't give you a full shot, but you want a full shot, so I'm giving you
Too small.
the 2."
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's true anymore. But continue.
Yeah.
But
No,
it definitely used
so
to
then
be.
it got me obviously asking questions about things and all that. And then there was a couple that was to my right, and they're like, "Where are you from?" You know, that's what happens. The girl's name was Jordan. She's like a little blonde girl. She probably still exists there, and her boyfriend at the time. So
for
I
her?
end up, bro. I just get in the car with him, and like,
Please
we
tell me they
just-
took you to church to convert
No,
you
bro.
or something. No, okay.
They were
no.
at a bar.
No, the story gets good. So
the
we
bar,
go
yeah.
to ex-wives for a little while, and
What's
Ex-Wives
Ex-Wives?
Place is like the dive bar
yeah,
of
I
all
love
time.
it actually.
Of all time.
So I love it. They have, and then they show me the back, and there was like a whole outdoor back area, and that was cool,
like the patio.
So then I get back in their car, and we go to their friend's house, but not before stopping to get beer because it was when there was a difference.
Yeah.
So we had to stop at a
They're
specific
at
place to get
the
beer.
liquor store.
So we go
I
to
know
their house.
if you
I'm
were
in the-
at Ex-Wives, I know which liquor store you went to, and I hate that
Perfect.
one.
So I'm in the basement with like all these couple and all their friends, just random guy, chilling. So they're all like, "Who the fuck's this guy?" And then we leave the basement and we were gonna go one more place, but we had to stop by Jordan and I forget what
Okay.
her boyfriend's name was.
Whatever.
Their house. So then they just bust out the guns and are showing me the guns in the living room.
it's the
you know,
Wild
and I'm
West.
like, I was like, dude, any other circumstance, like this would be like
Yeah.
I have to run.
Yeah.
But no, he just hands me his 44 Magnum, and I'm just like, check it out, bro. Check out the balance. I'm like, this It's fucking crazy. So then we go to like some bar where it's like in like the downtown, like in a nice building, but you go down underneath.
Yeah, what's that called?
I don't know, but I did.
I used to go there all the time.
When I was a 20 in my 20s single man, I had a move that would work 100% of the time. Is there was a girl waiting to buy drinks, so I was getting my drinks, and I was like, just go ahead and put whatever she wants on me, and then she's like, looking, and I just turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
And like,
That's good.
Because like you just
Okay, I was like, where is this going?
You just walk away. And then she's like, well, what the fuck? Because she was expecting to be
Harassed.
annoyed.
Yeah.
But no. So then she comes and finds me. And then she
Okay,
talks to me
okay.
every time.
It would have worked.
Slay.
It would have worked on me.
Slay.
Yeah. So, then they threw me in the car after we got a little hammered. And
Threw him in the car, tied in the
they fucking-
in the trunk. Yeah.
Now I walk funny. But
I have to comment, like, the funniest thing about the story to me was your reaction to like people having guns in their homes, because
I grew up with guns.
yeah,
I mean, you did too.
I grew up with guns all over the place. Like this is, I mean, not so much for recreational as much as it is here. But anyway,
Yeah.
when I was
I have
16,
firearms, but they're in the safe, and all that. That's for
when I
home
was
protection
16, so
only.
we need to do like, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but when I was in high school, you have to do some sort of a meaningful volunteering as part of
Sure.
your like high school graduation, and you have this. So what I did was like the whatever local security. So basically, I'm like a police volunteer. So you just
Okay.
drive around
in
town.
high school.
Not in my town, but then
Yeah, but you're in high school. You're roaming around with guns, like
yeah.
police and shit?
But the guns were like old carabiners, like from like whatever, the
from
1940s, like the British
from
Army.
when we gave you that country.
So then, not you, but yeah, someone did. You helped, but and then I just, so we did like one or two, gun ranges, and then I could just carry a gun. So in high school, when you go for like field trips, you need someone to chaperone with a gun. And then, one of the students can, because they have the gun license. You just go to the...
Actually, it was in his backpack the whole time.
Yeah. So you go to the police station, you grab one of the guns, obviously you register and everything, and you take it, and you go for like a trip for like 5 days with all of your buddies, and you're like carrying a gun the whole time. It was really funny. Funny
Yeah.
in the sense that that's just what you do, and like it doesn't matter. And also, then when I was in the army, I just carry a gun all the time.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like it's part of you. You sleep
When I was
with
in
it.
Tel Aviv, people waiting at the bus, getting on the buses
Yeah,
and
with the
stuff
gun, yeah.
with like full rifle, the whole equipment.
Yeah.
The whole wearing the green.
Yeah, I also had the grenade launcher, which
did you?
It's kind of cool, but also horrible that I had to go through it, and I'm not up for the army service at all. But it's pretty cool.
I'm surprised we haven't got any hate on this thing.
Yeah, we have what?
We haven't got any hate yet on this thing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean,
but like that line that you just said, we'll just have to just clip that and just put that out there every time. Okay, so tell me more a little about ex-wives. What is the reputation for ex-wives?
It's just a dive bar.
Do you
It's
go?
where you go to get sloppy. I've been a couple of times. It wasn't
to
really
get
on like my
sloppy.
circuit when I was going out a lot in Salt Lake in my early 20s.
So, all right, help me figure this out. You grew up in a town with a big Mormon community, right? And say
Yeah, it was
10%,
probably
50%,
20%,
yeah.
probably.
And you grew up in a town where it's like 95%, I guess.
Yeah.
So, are there any people in Salt Lake that are like non-religious? And is there like a
Most of
culture?
them.
Oh, so there is
yeah,
like a
like
big
in
culture
Salt
that's
Lake City, there's like a really strong counterculture to
Okay.
the like Mormonism, or
Interesting.
if I'm being polite, the
Church of
Latter-day
the
Saints or
Saints,
whatever
yeah,
the fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, well, let's call them.
Anyway.
It's okay.
Anyway,
They can't take that from
so
us yet.
there's a lot of non-religious, like queer folks. There's a lot of people
Okay,
of
so
color,
there's
a
like
lot
a
of
big
really good art,
counterculture,
a lot of
yeah.
really good coffee, a lot of really good breweries.
I guess you could say that.
Can the breweries serve whatever they want?
Yeah, so they have Utah State as a state has one of like they have a law that if you sell over a certain percentage, like if a certain percentage of your sales are booze, then you have to be registered as a bar.
Okay.
So people have to be ID'd when they come in. So like a Chili's isn't gonna push booze on you like
Yeah.
they would in another
Okay.
state, right? So yes, they're just certified as bars, but then even in addition to that, they like have to like if they're also a restaurant, they have to like a certain percent of their sales still has to also be food.
Yeah,
So
so
sometimes
in
you'll go to a
Oregon,
bar,
it's
they'll be
like
like,
that.
"Oh, I can't sell you another drink
Just
until
get
you
olives, yeah.
pay for
Yeah, I think
fries."
Oregon, it's like 25%. Well, it's the restaurant. It's not the individual ticket.
Yeah. Like it's overall sales.
Yeah,
but
it's
they need to
25%
balance it
has to be
somehow, yeah,
food.
yeah.
So that's one thing that's cool in Oregon is every bar does have food and not like chips clipped to a pole. You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's actual food.
Yeah.
Like I got DiGiorno pizza, and like I was making fun of it when it was happening. I'm like, then I was eating it. I'm like, this is actually kind of sick. Like, to get the DiGiorno pizza at a bar.
This is something that in America is so weird. Like you have, especially in New York, there's like places that are bars and they have no food, and those places are like cafe. You can just have just coffee, and that's it. And there's no place where you can get everything together. In Israel,
Oh, they love
like
that in
Tel
Utah.
Aviv, you just go somewhere.
What do you
and
mean?
It's like you can get food,
Like a Chili's.
you can get coffee,
Or like
but
an
good
IHOP.
coffee. You can get a beer. You can get like a nice little sandwich
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
breakfast.
like, so what happened? Have you ever heard of Chili's or Applebee's?
I mean, yeah, but it's
He's talking like a cafe type of
Like
place.
a nice, good food.
Yeah.
nice, good.
You don't want a
cool
triple
thing.
dipper and a shitty Folgers coffee?
I mean, I've heard of Applebee's, but like, let's
I've
let's
heard
be
of
honest,
Applebee's.
Yeah, it's like
I don't,
it's
do
an
you
Applebee's.
have Applebee's?
So it goes
I think there's a
somewhere,
big
which
one
is-
in Times Square.
Yes, I mean, there's a lot of big ones, and I've seen an Applebee's.
Like all those people from the Midwest on their big trip to New York.
Yeah,
are
going
like,
to an
Here we are,
Applebee's.
like, oh, Applebee's, baby, let's go eat good in the neighborhood, just like at home.
Exactly. So in Israel, you can go, even let's say you're working from home, you can just go to a place, you can pull up your computer, you
Yeah.
get a nice coffee, then you get a nice lunch, and then you can even get a beer.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
it's like- so you do it.
several places like that in Arizona too. So it's kind of a bummer that there's
Yeah.
nothing really like
and
that.
then it's really missing. And also, when you want to, like most
a
coffee
heaven.
places are like they're closed at like 6. What my
Yeah.
wife and I used to do is like after work,
That
6,
does-
we go and drink coffee, have a cake and
Yeah.
coffee.
Especially like when I was younger, I always would make fun of my hometown, say the Morgan, that like everything shuts down at 9 o'clock. Like by 9, everything's
Yeah.
done and gone. And New York doesn't have that. Like New York's open all the time. Like, but here in like in this city that I live in Orange County, it's a lot of the same where everything's like closed pretty early. Even the bar at the end of the street that has excellent food, they are closed usually by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll stay up until 11 on Fridays.
Yeah, we talked about it. Like even New York, in my standouts, like it's. I mean, there are places you can find anything anywhere, but where I, for the majority of my adult life, I was growing up, living in Tel Aviv, and then you can literally get everything anywhere all the time, like whatever you want. You want to have breakfast at midnight? Sure, there's a place that serves breakfast at midnight. Like that's how you do it.
The thing that you mentioned just in passing there about like you can only have the food on the ticket, like each ticket individually. Our neighbors were just coming back from Park City actually.
Oh, yeah.
At the first part of the year, and they were at the Buffalo Wild Wings, and they got
that's
they
usually-
got
that's where it's
stopped
happened to
until
me
they add
before,
more
yeah.
food. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the lady's like, I can't serve
So
you.
you're
They
like,
were
but it's
blown
like a
away.
sports bar, and people, it's like, you go to watch a game. You don't want to have to buy food if you're not planning on buying food.
Yeah,
And
You know.
especially at Buffalo Wild Wings. too,
you're the
'cause-
same like all other states. You can't walk around with drinks. Like,
No,
on the
yeah,
open.
no, yeah.
No, you can in Vegas or Nevada. You can walk around with.
But
Yeah, Nevada
not-
and New
absolutely
Orleans,
not in
yeah.
Utah.
Yeah, not here. They're
Yeah.
trying to relax on Third Street Promenade in Santa Monica. They're trying to make it so you can go there. So then
that's
they'll have
cute.
like little beer vendors. But like this is when ChatGPT first came out. I was in Nashville again, and I saw one of my buddies carry a beer. I'm like, "Can you do that?" And he's like, "Hell yeah!" And then
This is America.
and then Eric, that was with me on the trip from our customer service team, he asked ChatGPT, "Are you allowed to do that?" And it's like told him yes. And then like I Googled it while we were sitting there and looked up the actual thing, and you were absolutely not allowed. So like ChatGPT just hallucinated yes,
Yeah,
and
that's so
then coming
funny.
off my buddy seeing it, like I don't know if maybe it hurt us or what, but
To me, like the most bizarre experience was, I think during COVID. I mean, during COVID, even in New York City, they kind of relaxed the
Oh,
liquor
yeah,
out,
it was
like
the Wild West
in
Phoenix. It was so funny.
But then after coming out of it, we were just chilling at one of the parks in New York, and we saw a bunch of people sitting with like White Claws, and the police came and they pulled their drinks like in the ground.
you guys got police everywhere. That's one thing that
so
blows my
weird.
mind is like you got those police and they all wear the hats there. You got police everywhere in New York. Here, they ain't turning up for some White Claws in the park.
I actually saw that on Orange Hill last night. The sheriff ran over someone,
Or until
like on Orange City or whatever it's called.
Orange?
Yeah, City of Orange.
they probably did it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I saw. I was in my hotel last night just watching like local news, and I'm like, this is effed up.
So Orange, the city of Orange, they have like a historic district. It's called the Circle, and they are having their big street fair this weekend. They
Okay,
do
so
it-
that
the
was-
Orange
that was
Street
last
Fair. It's
night,
like a
right?
huge deal. But like that's where they shut the street down and like everybody can go out
okay.
and drink out there and all the bars. It's like it's a roundabout. You're not good at those here. It's a roundabout and then it has all the bars around it. And then everybody goes out in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But about once a month, somebody crashes through the middle of the roundabout because they're all you know
Oh my god.
at the end of the day.
Classic.
Yeah. So we have prepared a quiz for Cambria from all of her favorite things.
No.
We love quizzes here.
We are
I
going
know,
to.
I love this segment, but
Yeah.
no.
quiz time.
Quiz, there it is. So we're going to go back and forth asking her questions, and then we will follow up and asking why she's such a nerd after this, because this is the nerd quiz.
I just told you I like to do things that I can sit down and do them.
Yeah, so
think
you like to read
we-
books. Well, one of them, good to know for you, is one of them is The Wheel of Time, specifically the book series.
Yeah.
So
Also, the Amazon show is really good if anyone wants to watch it. It's not very much like the books, but
The first
it's
season
still very
for
fun.
me-
It's fun.
the first season for me was a little rough, I think just because I don't know the context, but I heard the second and third seasons were super excellent.
That's yep, exactly.
also want to call out Cambria that this quiz, albeit extremely stressful, and there's a lot of tension and pressure. There's no prizes. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to win. It's just like,
gonna
We're not going to give her a prize?
oh, you might get a prize, but I never got anything.
Get a prize.
And-
She's special. She
Yeah.
gets a prize.
You need
don't
to
get a
get
prize, I'm flipping
six
the
or
table.
more answers right, and you've won. All right.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. In Dungeons and Dragons,
no.
the tabletop role-playing game, what is the most common 20-sided die used to determine the success or failure of an action? Now, this is multiple choice. So, A, the D10, B, the D20, C, the D4, or D, the D6.
B final answer. And
That is correct.
You also gave it away in the question, but I knew
Yeah,
it
the
anyway.
question absolutely gave it away. The 20 side.
Okay, well, you know what, bro?
But for those of you who don't observe, the D20 is a 20-sided die, and
Oh.
it's how you decide if you get to do something or not in Dungeons and Dragons. Hello.
Hi, Buddy. Buddy has joined us here right now. Buddy, get down. You can
lick
push him off. You
In my
know,
mouth. It's okay.
you can push him off. So the gardeners are here, everybody. So we have to keep the dog inside. But it is this is that type of show where anything can happen at any time.
Buddy.
Oh, now he's coming over to get some attention from Cambria.
Hello.
So I can't help it that Gemini just puts the answer in. Well,
I mean, one simple solution would be to go over the questions and answer before you read
ain't
them
nobody
out.
got time. I had to set up all this equipment today. It took me like 2 hours to set this stuff up.
Buddy, you can be here, but please, no licking. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's chill.
Okay.
It's
All
chill.
right. You're up.
You want to say something? All right. Second question. Are you ready? What is the name of the prophesized hero destined? You just lick the mic. Destined to face the Dark One in the Wheel of Time book series. A, the Amaranth Seat. B, the Dragon Reborn.
You guys are making this too easy for me.
C, the Forsaken, which I almost read wrongfully. And D, the Warder.
B.
That is the correct answer. Is that like an obvious for anyone who's read the books
yeah.
would know it
Yeah.
immediately? It's like asking what is the name of Harry Potter in the Harry Potter books.
No. Well, easy if you've read the first 3.
Okay.
By the way, unless you want to read 14 books, don't bother reading The Wheel of Time.
Wait.
Oh, really?
Just watch it? Is that, are you telling
Just
people
like
just to watch
read.
it?
Well, actually, you can read like the first 5, and then read the summaries of the middle 5, and then read the last 2. But it's a lot of books, and they meander a little bit through the middle. So there's that. Just I guess.
You gotta fill time up.
What?
You gotta fill time up.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a disclaimer, I suppose.
I mean, if someone wants to read the book, we're not
Yeah,
against
I
it,
mean,
but
I did
the
at the
books are
time.
good,
So
yeah.
Right. Question number 3.
okay.
In the Netflix animated film K-pop Demon Hunters, what is the name of the rival demon boy band? Do you just want to say it?
Yeah, Sanja Boys.
Okay.
And you want to know something also interesting that I've learned? I have not watched it, but I've read about
Everyone
it.
should watch it. Everyone watch
because,
K-pop Demon
like
Hunters.
the Billboard 10 list or something like that has 2 songs by this band,
Yeah.
and it's not even a real band. It's like
Yeah.
the top songs.
Yeah.
So
this summer.
And it's been true for weeks.
Yeah.
on the
Everyone
main-
watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
the main podcast that I listen to in the mornings. They have been doing a segment for the last month on fictional bands, like just in like
Wait, that's
they were
so
playing
fun.
yeah,
Like
and
Spinal
it's
Tap, the Gorillas, and stuff like that.
Yeah, even like it's like from a movie like the Archies, stuff like that. But they had the K-pop Demon
Yeah.
Hunters one.
Do you know
But-
that even the Monkeys started as a fake band?
Yeah, but then they actually learned how to play
their.
their instruments. One of the
Yeah,
guys just died.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I just want to say that one of the suggested answers or possible answers on that last one was Blackpink, who is
They did.
They mean a lot to me.
Yeah, and they were. I think they were. Some of their songs were in the film.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Yeah, 100%.
I just got my Blackpink poster delivered last night.
We love
you guys
Jennie.
saw. And yes, she is the best. And I have ordered a frame today that will be here this afternoon.
Cool.
So my Blackpink poster from the LA show will be dialed in.
I think
by this evening.
as like the like outro for this, it should just be a photo of you standing with that poster.
I agree.
I can make that happen.
Okay, I think that would be really funny.
We'll do that. All right, question number 4. What is a beholder in Dungeons and Dragons? Often described as a floating orb with multiple eye stalks. You want to hear the answers, or you want to just?
Yeah, give me the answers for this one. I'm not sure what the question is actually asking.
It's a type of dragon. B, it's a celestial being. C, an aberration. Or
shit.
D, an elemental.
I think
What
it's
is a beholder?
I think it's an aberration.
You are correct.
Yes.
Jeez.
She has 4 out of 4.
Kat, I hope you're proud of
Is she
me.
going to be the first one to go perfect on this?
Oh, man. She should,
You guys
if
underestimate
anyone.
how much I love the things that I love.
I think Jordan underestimates what
you
Gemini.
obsess over the things you love.
Yes.
That's
So
what you should be doing.
this one is I'm probably going to get some of these pronunciations
That's fine. Shoot.
incorrect.
Go for it. Send it.
Hopefully you can just blurt the name out and I don't have to deal with it. Another wheel of time. What is the name of the city that serves as the headquarters for the Aes Sedai?
Close enough.
What is it?
Tarvalon.
Okay, that's correct. But the powerful organization of female characters in the Wheel of Time.
Yeah, the Aes Sedai are like the female papacy.
Aes Sedai, that's what it was. I remember that now from the thing. And
Yeah.
okay, so talk to me a little bit about. There's a couple of things I have questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the Aes Sedai, they have the dude with them. That's like connected to them somehow.
The warder, yes.
So tell me about that. What is that?
Okay, so they're the magic system and Wheel of Time. It's a high fantasy / sci-fi. So if you're looking for these books, they're going to be in the sci-fi section for some reason. Actually, I could tell you why, but I'm not going to. The magic system in these books is called like the Power.
Okay.
And the Aes Sedai, who
Which
are
is
like
very, very different from the Force. Right?
very, yeah.
That's where he got it from.
It's a very also the way that they the classification system for this power is like very 90s gender. Sir,
But
I'm info dumping. Rude.
tell me about the Aes Sedai.
Okay, so the Aes Sedai use the thing I was talking about before Buddy interrupted my info dump is that these books were mostly like primarily written in the 90s, and so their take on the classification of power is very like 90s gender.
Okay.
I don't know really how else to explain it, but there's a girl version of it and there's a boy version of it. Anyway, so the girls use the Aes Sedai are the girls who can use this power. Not everybody can. It's like the Force in that way.
Of course.
They use their power, and if they are an Aes Sedai, they are allowed to use their power to like bond themselves to a like warrior.
You're allowed to.
Yeah.
But you're not required to.
Correct. So you are allowed to bond yourselves to like a warrior who trains also at like the special place where they train to be like, you know, super awesome, badass, fucking assassin guys. And that,
then they have like a power multiplier by.
yeah, in a way they have like a power multiplier, but it also kind of gives them like a little bit of a telepathic link. They can't like actually communicate with each other, but they can like sense kind of
But-
directionally where they are, like their emotions that they're feeling.
And they feel each other's pain? Or is it a one-way thing?
A pain, I think to a degree, yes. And then if one of them dies, it has a really significant impact as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
You're up.
Question number.
It's about 1,000 so far.
So 6. In the film K-pop Demon Hunters.
Everyone go.
I even know that. The main group is known by what name?
Huntrix.
Correct.
Huntrix. God.
It's the main group in the whole world.
Yeah.
Next time I'm here, you have to make these questions harder for
Well,
me.
I didn't know, like... To me, they're hard.
That's fair. That's fair. Again,
I
you
knew this
underestimate
one,
how much
but
I
yes,
love the
yeah.
things I love.
Buddy couldn't get any of them, so.
All right, here, we'll just go in on this one. In Dungeons & Dragons, which of the following is not one of the 6 main ability scores?
Oh.
Strength, wisdom, constitution, or vitality?
Vitality.
There you go. Jesus.
But I mean, it's something that's part of her world. So, in the Wheel of Time, Cambria, pay attention. What are the monstrous twisted creatures that often serves as soldiers for the Dark One's
Trollocs.
force? I guess it's just too easy. But you know what, Cambria? This is awesome. This is awesome. I didn't even get to finish the question. That didn't matter.
Well, I didn't want you to.
No, that's
What
fine.
does NPC stand for?
Non-playable character.
No, we know that. Come on.
That was like the layup just in case you needed to bail out.
Alrighty, last question. You have 9 out of 9. In the Wheel of Time, what is the name of the female half of the one power which only women can channel?
Sidar.
That is extremely correct.
Yes.
Sayadar?
Yeah.
Sidar. What's the male one?
Sidin.
That is also one of the options, so I wanted to see if that's Sidar. So yeah. Oh, there you go. 10 out of 10.
Wow,
Boom.
that's first time ever, man.
Boom. That's exciting.
Also, if you are going to get into the Wheel of Time, there's a great podcast called Everybody Hates Rand that you can listen to as you read along.
Who's Rand that everybody hates?
He's like the main-ish character.
Okay.
And you're
And
on
everybody
that,
hates
You're on
him.
that podcast too, aren't you?
I guest on that podcast, but it's hosted by two of my really wonderful friends who are English majors and have lots of opinions, and it's delightful.
I'm not an English major. I have a lot of opinions.
I just have a lot of opinions because I'm an asshole.
Well, that's why we're
that's
here.
true. Yeah,
we
that's
have
very
lots of
true.
opinions, and
share our opinions.
somebody needs to hear them.
Now, this is my first time in Jordan's house, and I knew you are obsessed with giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
But now looking around,
It's
I can
like,
tell you're
yeah.
really obsessed with giraffes.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. When you tell people you're obsessed with giraffes, people get you giraffe things.
Yeah, that's
And then
true.
when they give you giraffe things, they expect to see those things when they come visit.
Yeah.
So
So
they
it's,
have
it's,
to-
it's
they
like a
have to-
vicious cycle of you have to continue to feed this
Now
monster.
that I did get because our old original couch, it matched super well, and the colors in our old apartment when we lived in Woodland Hills, everything matched really well, and I like it. I think it's
Yeah,
like,
it's nice.
It's like Target
It's a nice-
or a
yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
even.
So wait, what started this giraffe?
I don't know.
just love a
That's the
giraffe?
question. I just decided that was what I liked, I guess, and then now I go see them all over the place, like down to the San Diego Safari Park has quite a number of giraffes, and coming out of COVID, my parents came down for Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and we went down there, and I bought us what they call the Twilight wine tour. So they put you in the safari van, drive you
Fun.
through out there. They give you wine, they pour your cups, and it's at sunset. And you weren't allowed to touch the giraffes because of
Yeah, you can't, it's, illnesses and stuff like that, right? Like you can.
well, because they were COVID. They were worried about COVID.
Oh, okay.
But the guy, I got away with touching one because it came up behind and he wasn't really seeing. And he said he saw that he was just letting me get away with it, but like he totally didn't see. So I was like, ooh. There's like a video of me doing it. Maybe I'll try and put it up in the corner around here. But I got to pet my giraffe. And then another time, like we were up in Oregon, there's a small safari park up there, drive through. You drive through in your own car. It's called Wildlife Safari. And it's in Winchester. And we were driving up, like we were going up for like Christmas or something. So it was like cold, it was rainy, it was crappy out. And we were stayed in Medford and we were driving north, and I called this place. I'm like, hey, how much would it be for me to have like an encounter with the giraffes? Like, just tell me how much it costs. You know?
I would like one giraffe encounter,
And
please.
the guy was like, he's like, normally it's like $100, but like, I'll just do it for like $75. And I was like, not asking for a discount, but cool, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will be there in 1 hour. And like, just drove in there, and it was just the two of us on the safari truck, and they gave me like lettuce, and they drove me like way out
fed the
there.
giraffes? This is
yeah,
amazing.
and like, I got a bunch of photos of that
This
too.
is
I'll put
amazing.
up. Yeah,
That's
amazing.
so fun.
Cambria, do you have a power animal that you're obsessed with?
Pigeons.
pigeons.
Pigeons or doves?
Now that's interesting.
Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Go on.
They're so funny.
They are funny.
And also, we abandoned them. It's really sad.
We abandoned them.
Yeah. Pigeons were like intensely domesticated by humans for
We just
very,
threw 'em
very
outside?
Yeah. For a very, very long time.
Why were they domesticated by humans, and why
Because
did
they're
we
really
abandon
fucking
them?
smart.
Before you had mail, you
Yeah.
could only use pigeons.
Carrier
for that. Yeah,
pigeons.
carrier pigeons.
Yeah, they were
Would
really
totally
smart.
make
We
sense.
used them for like a lot of things, and then we decided, no, fuck you. And now we're like, oh, these rats, basically. Like, why are they hanging out in our cities?
There's a lot
And-
of them in New York.
Because we
I mean,
we
honestly-
domesticated their ability to like survive in the wild.
I
out
don't
of
know how
them.
it is here, but like in Tel Aviv and many places, also other cities in the world, like cats are really like everywhere.
So-
basically. And that's also something like we've inhibited them completely, and then threw
It's
them
like,
outside.
like street dogs and street cats. I
Yeah.
would say it's not so much here as it is.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And
other
like,
outside
places-
of the US.
Yeah.
Yes, very true. I mean, but I've been to like Florida, certain communities. You have like
Well, that's
Yeah.
just-
raccoons and deers and like
Yeah.
everything you can imagine. There's just
Republicans.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man. They're here too. Yeah.
yeah, they're in this neighborhood. They put a MAGA flag up on my pole once.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
thought it was funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It is-
Boo.
it does-
Took 3 days. Took 3 days for
Boo.
me to find it up there.
It does sound a little funny.
Yeah,
mean,
but I got him back. Like one of the neighbors is a cop, and he's got to drive his truck. He doesn't pay attention to his stuff very much. So I got a vote for Kamala sticker or a magnet and stuck it on the back of his truck.
That'll teach him.
Well, but he had to go to drive his truck to the cop yard with all his cop buddies.
Good. Good.
And it was 3 days, and I guess his like partner was like, "So I've been meaning to talk to you. Like, what's going on with that? I thought you were one of us, man."
I love
and, like, he said
the
he, like,
affect you
he said
just
he ran red
adopted for
lights
that.
coming back. And then there's one more. I got one more done. The other one, this is all after the MAGA. It's all fallout for the MAGA flag on my pole. So the other one, like the neighbor across the street, Neil, has his. They built an in-law part of their house.
Like a mother-in-law thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they're all like from Vegas, like staunch Republicans. So I sent one of those fake donation Kamala recurring things. So it came like and I made sure it was sent when his parents or his in-laws were there. So it was like the big blue envelope, the Kamala 2024 campaign.
awesome. This is
Like,
funny.
Yeah.
thank you for your recurring donation, his name and everything on there.
That's so
$200 a
funny.
month recurring donation. So yeah.
Bye.
I got him back.
This is funny. This is funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that like where I live. Honestly, I can't even vote, so no one cares about that. But yeah, it's funny.
Are you gonna do the citizenship thing?
Probably, just like to have the option. Yes, I would need to, report earnings for the entirety of my life if I do that. But
Yeah, even if you go back. Yeah. Can you renounce your citizenship and not do that?
I'm sure you can, but probably it means that you also can't get into the States for a couple of years. I don't know. I mean, if I had only my Israeli citizenship, I'd probably be more anxious to get another one. But I actually am also a British citizen, so
Oh, you are.
I'm a subject of the king. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, there you go.
sorry for your queen a couple years ago.
I didn't know her.
She didn't. I thought every British citizen knows her.
she texted me like twice. but
Yeah,
it's like whatever.
it fell out
That's
of her favor, huh?
Exactly. Both my parents were born in England, so I'm British. It's pretty easy. It's an easy process, and also
Yeah, I'd
found
probably pick that one
What do you mean?
right now.
I'll pick that right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Like your glasses.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice glasses.
Thank you. Are snails insects?
Are snails insects?
I don't think so. No,
Are they?
I don't think so.
I don't think so because I have to buy special stuff to kill them in my yard.
No. But there's like a definition of how many like joints they
It's
have. And legs.
abdomen, thorax, head,
Abdomen, thorax, head,
and 6 legs.
and 6 legs.
what call it so.
An insect?
Yeah.
So what are they?
Like a subspecies of mollusk, I think.
Of a
But they're
moth?
not mollusk, but they are not here. I can't remember. Hold, please. Somebody was trying to argue with me that they are, in fact, insects the other day.
I think
They're not.
They're not insects. I intuitively.
I mean, I
think so.
probably wouldn't have put them in there because they don't look insecty to me.
Yeah, that's what I would go with. But also another
Would you
question.
call them a bug, though, also?
No, I'm not a bug.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
I mean,
No, I
insects
think
are-
I just call them their own thing.
Yeah, they're a snail. That's what they are.
Yeah. Never thought about it, I guess.
Would you consider
They're a
bowl of-
gastropod.
A gastropod.
Gastropod.
What else is a gastropod?
Octopus.
Gastropod?
Clams. Oysters.
It's all the thing that
Oh,
has
all the things
like
we ate
that,
last night.
that walks on like its actual belly thing that doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
There's like a decapod, which is something that has like
decapod, huh? Sounds like 10.
Tetrapod, yeah. It is. Is a bowl of cereal considered soup?
Yes.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Yes, that's easy.
Okay.
Fine. Is
Oh, God, here we go.
could,
How
could-
far can we go on
I mean,
this?
is like
Is
just like-
lasagna a cake?
there we go.
Ooh.
And it's a bake for sure. Is it a cake though?
It's a
You've
what?
got
it's a bake.
You've got
A
a
bake.
starchy, bready material and filling layers, and usually a topping.
Is there any cake that you would like make the same way? Prepare with like layers of. Like,
Okay, so what is tiramisu? Is that a cake?
No, it's gross, is what it is.
Oh come on!
Yeah.
jail now.
Yes.
No, I'll do the
Please.
butter cake. I'll do the
I'm
butter
canceling
cake. I don't like that spongy ass shit. Nope.
No, come on. You don't. I mean, sometimes men just don't know what you're talking about. This
Nope.
is-
Okay, maybe no.
You don't like Taco Bell, so sometimes people don't know what to talk about.
yeah. Well, I was referring to that exact same thing.
I
So.
think tiramisu's like a sponge cake,
Tiramisu, I mean, part of it is has aspects.
or
of
is
a
it just a
sponge cake.
parfait?
But it's like it. They, you know what they do? They take like
Yes,
those
I've made it.
biscuits
It's
and
deceptively simple.
They dip it in coffee
So
and
good,
liquor and something.
so good.
We have many more questions like that, but I think this is a good.
I think we're going to be at time today. So
this has been so fun to have you.
You're welcome to come back anytime you'd like to come back on the show.
This has been extremely fun, and we've learned a lot about the Wheel of Time. Or maybe very basic stuff, because the questionnaire was very
Sai
basic.
or whatever. Aes Sai, right?
Aes Sedai.
Aes
Aes
Sedai.
Sedai. And there's the
Yeah, next time I
female
come on here,
version
make the
of
questions a little harder.
I suppose we'll have to do that.
I feel I'm feeling really good about myself. Though.
So sometimes when I do the prompts,
Hello.
I do say like, but make it not common
yeah,
things,
Yeah.
and then it gets pretty spicy. That's like
Yeah.
the one I did with the New York one.
Yeah. Which I did pass, by the way. But yeah.
You did. So thank you for coming on the show, everybody. Cambria is on another show with me called Fraud Focus on the Fraudboxer channel. So if anybody would like to see her talk about what we do during the day with me, it's a very popular show. So you can find that Fraud Focus on Fraudboxer. Also, what's your show? Everybody Hates Rain. Ain?
Everybody Hates Rand.
Rand.
It is a discontinued podcast, but because they finished the book series,
Got it.
but it still exists and it's delightful.
So they did all 14 books. Mm-hmm. All right.
And like it's an episode
They do, like,
for a book, or
they do seasons per book usually.
okay, so that
Yeah, and then the episode will cover like a handful of chapters.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show, and everybody
Cambria.
else. We'll see you next
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.